Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are clear and concise and they help you on your path and to your highest vibrational good. Sorry, I was all over the place there. Come on, Raph. For your key to the week this week, you have the Moon card. It's an interesting card for you guys. So Leo had this card in the same position, and for them I said this was about the past. For you guys, this is about getting clear on the path that you're trying to navigate. This week I do feel that there may be some nebulousness around. But this is more likely to be because you're trying to take a different path to the one that's laid out in front of you. I kind of feel like this is one of those weeks where, in typical Virgo fashion, you're going to see a more efficient path to doing something. And I kind of feel like the gods, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is kind of saying to you, no, I've set a path out for you and I need you to follow this one. Whatever you're going to try to circumvent this week, my dear Virgos, it's not the week, all right? So I just want to say to you, like, as an example, if you were walking on a narrow path and the moon were illuminating a very narrow path, you wouldn't step off of that path, would you? Because it was illuminated. So my advice this week is don't try to circumvent something, all right? With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you haven't seen the weekly general, this week's one is pretty powerful. I would make sure you get onto that. For your actions and options, you have the Queen of Wands. So in a lot of ways, this card for me does represent where we need to lay a firm boundary of some sort. But because you've got this with the Moon card, I almost feel like this is you trying to let something slide where you know really you need to either pull someone up about something, or you need to have a tough conversation, or maybe you need to outline where you're not on board with the way that something's going. This is a moment at which you're being asked to speak up, even if you don't necessarily get the... Do you know what I mean? Like, I almost feel like there's a part of you that's like, well, you know, maybe I could just leave it and they'll sort it out. I'm not entirely sure that is the case. So this week you are maybe having to set a firm boundary, maybe, like I said, having to have a tough conversation. It is the Queen of Wands. So in a lot of ways, this could be really nice because it almost suggests you're giving, almost like giving yourself more agency. Do you know what I mean? Like in your life, I feel like this is you giving yourself more agency in your life, which is actually a very good thing. For your communications and conversations, you have the Queen of Swords. So you've got two queens here. Two queens represent sincere friends, which is really nice. That being said, this is all under the guise of the Moon card, which maybe suggests that you're having to have a tough conversation with a sincere friend. And if that is the case, you know, hold fast to that Queen of Wands, because this obviously means that you have something to say that you feel is worth saying. This is not a week to bite your tongue, but it's also not a week for you to circumvent what needs to be done or said. Your Queen of Swords in the communications and conversations, this underneath the Moon card, this could be a misunderstanding, all right? The Queen of Swords can be a bust up or an argument of some kind. Sometimes it's where we're having to go toe to toe with somebody that is a formidable adversary, you know, so, and it's not to say that you're having a falling out with someone, although you and a friend, a sincere friend, could have a misunderstanding. Or through a conversation, a patient and diligent one, you could realize that something has actually been a big misunderstanding. For those of you that are studying or any academics at this moment in time, your Queen of Swords, this could be where you feel really passionate about something. So as an example, let's say, you know, your tutor gives you an assignment and you're like, this is wrong, and you could just absolutely let rip, and like it might come across to everybody like, what is the big deal? Like, it's just an assignment. But this could be something that hits you really deeply, and so you're like, okay, no, if nobody else is going to speak up on this or about this, then I have to. I kind of want to say to you, it's not that deep, but that being said, it may be to you, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. If that is the case, then that is the case. Don't let anyone tell you that it isn't, not even me. But maybe find a way to say what you need to say that doesn't sort of blow somebody's eyebrows off. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be a misunderstanding with a boss. It could also be a misunderstanding with a group of or a specific woman at work. And I got to be honest, because it's the Queen of Swords, this is usually somebody that, you know, the thing that I say about the Queen of Swords is she's got a mouth like a sewer but a heart full of gold, all right? And so her heart might be in the right place, or maybe your heart is in the right place, but the way that it comes across could be, you know, that could be the thing. So it's how you say what you say this week, I think, is going to make all the difference. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this is you having to fight for your business in some way. And with the Moon card here, this may feel like an attack that is personal, but it actually isn't. This could literally just be a week of misunderstanding. So watch out for the communications. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, that Queen of Swords with the Queen of Wands, I almost get the sense that this is you having to play a mediator in some way. So you're having to step into something and it's like, you know what, this literally has nothing to do with me. Unfortunately, it looks like you're going to be pulled into it anyway. And so if you're going to do this, like, do it from a point of fairness. Even if you know, this is a week to kind of put your own bias aside and just kind of look at the facts cold hard as they are. Because with that Moon card, it might not be so easy. For your love and relations, you have the Six of Wands right underneath the Queen of Wands. So love life looks good. Love life looks harmonious and easy. The Six of Wands does suggest that you and your partner are enjoying more sort of day-to-day downtime or together time, which is great. It also suggests as well that some new development frees you both up to have more time together. And we've seen this has been a bit of an ongoing thing for you guys. So it's nice to see that you've had this breakthrough here. For those of you that are single and looking to mingle, quite honestly, this could be, you know, at a party, at a gathering, likely to be something that's happening at night. I'm going to be really honest with you. There's nothing in these cards that suggests long term. A fling, something naughty, something fun, provided nobody gets hurt, everybody's consensual, all of that stuff. Enjoy it, have fun. Don't look for any more than that. All right, not from this week. For your money and materials, you've got the Three of Cups. That's really nice. So you've got this under the Queen of Swords. This could be some old idea that you fought for, that at the time maybe got shot down, didn't go ahead, wasn't viable. Suddenly, Moon card, Three of Cups, this could be a potential to bringing something back into the fold that could actually now have its day and be quite lucrative for your future. Looks like a lot of fun to be had, a lot of laughter, a lot of giggles, because it is the Three of Cups after all. With the Queen of Swords here as well, the banter could be quite hard. So watch out for that, because, you know, not everybody deals with it so well. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Three of Cups is your stomach. If you're going to overindulge this week, you will probably feel it in the tummy. Watch out for that. And for your home and environment, the Three of Cups is likely to be you making invites or inviting people over. Excuse me. For some of you, it could be, you know, friends that you're inviting over to kind of hash something out or talk something out. So all in all, it doesn't look bad. I think it's just going to be an interesting week all around. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.